It is currently below freezing outside, and that is a problem. You see, my air compressor used to be right there, but I recently moved it into the attic because it makes substantially less noise up there. But unlike my garage, which is heated, the attic is not heated. And this poses a particular issue with my air compressor. You see, my air compressor is oiled, which means I have an electric motor that turns two pistons and compresses the air. Well, the oil, when it gets really cold, gets really thick, and when it gets below freezing up here, my air compressor struggles to turn the pistons up and down. So, what can I do about this? Up here in the Midwest, we're no stranger to cold. If you drive a diesel vehicle up here, you might need to use one of these. This is an engine block heater. It just sticks to your engine block and you plug it in. Provides 150 watts of heating to this element right here. And it keeps the engine oil from becoming super thick by keeping it warm. So, despite the fact is we're not putting it on a car's engine, this is more or less the same concept. It's got pistons and oil, and that oil needs to remain a little more thin for this thing to operate properly. So the idea is, we're going to take this area right here from the cast iron component where the pistons go into. This is where the oil sits. And we're going to stick this heating element onto here and plug it up to our extension cord. And hopefully that'll keep the oil in this thing, which is reciprocating oil SAE 30, I believe. So we'll see if it works. Now, because this is a surface that's gotten dirty before, we're just going to use some isopropyl alcohol to clean up that face right there, because preparation is everything, and this is a sticker that is going onto this component. So if you want it to be sticky, gotta make sure the surface is clean. Alright, let's take a look at the temperature of the casing right now. 46 degrees Fahrenheit. About 8 degrees Celsius. We're going to turn the heater on and see if that changes anything. Wow, almost immediately I can feel this pad is really hot to the touch. It's encased in silicone, so I think it'll be fine to leave it here. But measure it. About 300 degrees Fahrenheit. Well, maybe a little more. The real question is, how hot can it get the motor here? We'll come back in an hour or two and see. So just as a side note with this heating pad, it does turn on and off. Once it reaches a certain temperature, it'll shut itself down. And then once it reaches a temperature that's low enough, it'll turn itself back on. So this thing isn't running at all times. It's just trying to maintain the temperature. You might actually have heard the click right there. But yeah, the temperature will go down. Just to show y'all, we are raising the temperature. We're at around 50, about 51 degrees Fahrenheit. So we're raising the temperature slowly. Alright, we're going to attempt to start the air compressor in the cold here. Let's see what happens. Alright, after sitting for an hour, let's take a look at the temperature. 59 degrees. So we're at the very bottom end of what an air compressor is meant to operate at. A quick Google search will reveal why low temperatures with an air compressor is a problem. Let's see if the air compressor will start up nicely at this temperature.